Shalom, this is Mary Omni from the World Government House of King David, Holy Covenant Constitutional Enforcer. This is a Republic Notice. The title of this Republic Notice is called Response to We're All Detroiters Now 2013 by Black Truth. Black Truth has a video called We Are All Detroiters Now 2013, which he points out that he gave the warning signal in 2009 about the redistricting and what was going to go down in Michigan and Detroit of the political system there. Now, I have to do this response to him, our response to this video, because he banned me from the site and told me my brain was on drugs. And this is why he banned me from the site, because I started talking constitutionality. Because I started talking constitutionality and told him that his focus was so worried about white moves that he really just waited for them to make their move that he knew that they was going to do anyway. And he was so busy allowing them to take up space in his brain that he had no room for any strategies. It's like he knows every crevice of their anus. He got his head so much into public mystery Babylon that he don't understand that he is the Republic and have a 15th Amendment. It's almost just like these absentee fathers. They always pointing at a black woman and what she's not doing. Well, Black Truth is pointing at white people and what they are doing. And since he's so focused on them instead of God Almighty and his constitutionality, he and this video in 2013 to me sounds like a defeatist. It's a done deal. We are all Detroiters now. Let's all just take it in the ass and go head on. I mean, this is the scary part about many, many, many black men. And this is why I'm calling you black women to understand that you will be the primary leaders in the King David kingdom of governance. I hate to say this, but a lot of them are just too much into public mystery Babylon to understand the value of what King Yeshua left them in the Constitution and to even use their own 15th Amendment. Now, a lot of black men who want to hold on to just the religion or hold on to the Bible don't understand that the Most High has an omnipresence. So he's not only biblical, he's constitutional, and he's within us. You know, so we have a poor integration of mind. Now, this guy called Black Truth, he's comforting, he finds comfort in playing in dung with Mystery Babylon. As long as he's making dung patties with him, he got a lot of energy making dung patties with them. He's got a lot of energy watching them cook their dung patty contracts and playing dung patty cake with them in his brain, mind, and spirit. But when I told him about constitutionality, he told me my brain was on drugs. Here I'm saying, raise yourself to the supreme contract. And he said, no, your brain is on drugs. I'd rather do and pay it and see what they doing with their patty cake dung and make dung patty cakes in my brain with them. So he's dung patty caking through this whole video, and he's strategizing with them and their dung patty caking. So he sounds like a chirping or a clanging tambourine that gets on your nerve, because all he doing is seeing how fast they can make their dung patty cakes, and he's so much into their dung patty cakes. And he's a fool, and I have to come out and say that. He's a fool, because if you don't want to deal with the Constitution, why even speak of what they doing? If you don't want to deal with the highest contract in the land, why even speak of them taking over Detroit and them taking over this and taking over that and playing dung patty cake? You feel so comfortable playing in that dung patty cake mess. But when somebody tell you to raise your mind to the supreme contract in the land, you tell them their brain is on drugs. No, your brain is on dung. Your brain is on dung. Like a lot of black men, they feel comfortable playing dung patty cake with these dead calcified pineal glands, that they have no time or no real skill mentally to build a government, enforce their constitutionality, stand up for their 15th Amendment, look at the Holy Covenant, the Most High put in front of their eyes wide shut. You know, there are a lot of these black men arguing, oh, that's the white man's slave document. Yeah, for those who have a slave mentality, it can be anything can be your slave document. If somehow you don't want that, but you want to go to all their lower contracts and pay patty cake dung with you. Okay, so if that's a slave document, what is all their lower contracts but patty cake slave dung contract? I mean, and this is the sadness with us. This is the sadness with black men. They are not of the caliber of the Buffalo Soldiers. See, the Buffalo Soldiers carved that 15th Amendment, that black man amendment called the 15th Amendment. It's the New Jerusalem Wall. The Buffalo Soldiers' blood is on that contract. And these men are so deranged, they so interested in their patty cake dunging, always worrying about white folks doing, that of course their mind is MK Ultra, so they don't have no mental capacity left, no mental room left to look at this constitutional document. Even though I see some young black men do look at this, the more intelligent ones. You got too many who want to act like they making some kind of intelligent and intellectual conversation, and all he doing is talking defeat. Because if he's not talking constitutionality, then all he doing is talk about, let's take this dung patty cake dung plan and just talk about it. You ain't going to do nothing about it, because if you ain't going to use the highest contract, then all you want to do is play patty cake dung and talk about how they done slapped dung upside your head left and right and threw it in your face. And you feel comfortable playing in that, keep taking dung off your face. I mean, it's sad. And you could go to his video, We All Detroiters Now, and look at my comments to him and see how he said my brain was on drugs, and see how he sound like a woodpecker chirping into a tree. I mean, that's what it's come to. He sound like a woodpecker chirping into a tree, because he's MK'd Ultra, and even though he calls himself doing something, all he's doing is what you call entropy. Entropy is really just chaos. He's just nothing but chaos, thinking he's progressive, but he's chaos. And how you can tell he's chaos? He's ready to throw the supreme document away. And that's how you know he's just full of chaos, and he's MK'd Ultra, but he think he's intelligent. And they got him on black channels and this and that. And this is how the internet is really carrying on a whole bunch of ignorance and becoming a tool of the beast against the people and their holy covenant. A link will be provided, or a description, or the title of the video will be provided in the description. This is Mary Omni from the House of King David. Shalom.